As to project level risks, I really think about risk. I call it one options analysis. You have to figure out what I should do in the project. And there's a lot of risks there relative to energy modeling and using integrated design and all of the product risks. There's a lot of issues relative to figuring out the options. And then you have to figure out how to execute it. Do I do an ESCO? Do I have a service integrator? Do I do it myself? And then you have the financing options. And this is all during the assessment period. And there's a lot of different financing options, including the risk of what I would call capital stack complexity. One of the biggest issues is how much lawyering you have to do to make a deep energy retrofit given the different types of capital. So that's all during the assessment period. And so, and then you have what I would call the execution risks itself, the construction and all the normal parts of executing. Then you have the operating risks, making it the tenants and the managers and the thing actually work. So I break risks out all into those. And as far as mitigating these risks, because it's really about risk mitigation, particularly on the debt side, because the debt people don't get the value or the benefits if on a value side if it really works out well. They just get the RIP, they just get the mortgage payment. And so my focus is in this area is looking at the process and feature issues. Integrated design, energy modeling, contracts, service providers, the actual best practices relative to green roofs or fenestration or what you do. And what we have is in the engineering and architecture community, we have a tremendous amount of knowledge about best practices, but it doesn't usually get codified well in the underwriting process to actually explain to the capital providers or the lenders the risk, how you're mitigating the risk through the actual process and the features and things that you've done. So that's one way that I think is really important.